because Ross was here to kill Casper. Now he's not here this session.
Listen, I can pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah.
I think we can confidently say that Nicholas was going to do it.
So I feel like you all should worry about your own lives. So what happened last time?
Why would I be worried, Grunt? I'm winning.
Yeah, I'm sure the Banu Hakim won't just try and take you out if you become too important.
So yeah, basically, it'd be weird if they did that when they just offered me like a chance like to hire them.
Well, you better hire them. This is the winning move. You just hire the Banu Hakim before the Camarilla can do that.
Yeah, quite literally, that is the winning move, and I'm going to do it. All right, so we had a little interrogation session with Casper, and basically Nicholas more or less confirmed everything that Casper told Patrick. Told us nothing new, nothing valuable. Basically everything we already knew. After that, Anastasio called up Nicholas to want to talk with him. Basically said, "Listen, I want to talk with Christian about doing time shit to revive my dead loved ones." No, you don't understand. I cannot go talk to Hakata about this. It needs to be the Time Mage. And Nicholas, out of the kindness of his heart to help his good friend, and definitely not because he was mentally manipulated in any fashion, agreed to do it in the literal worst way possible. So he calls up Patrick. Does not include Anastasio's name, which, funny enough, would have made it go over a lot better because Patrick assumed that Nicholas's friend was a Tremere, the Tremere, and not like Anastasio. So after Nicholas basically up front says, "I want a private meeting with him, and I also I can't tell you who also wants to talk with him, and also it probably won't work anyway, so don't worry about it too much. But please, I want to meet with him, talk with him about something magic."
Literally the dumbest move I've ever seen in my entire life.
It literally would have been so much better if he just said Anastasio wants to talk with him about if it's possible to use time stuff to revive his loved ones.
Listen, Anastasio just said don't include my name, and he didn't.
He said I won't mention you, and then essentially said, I thought he was gonna be like, yeah, I'm just like looking up for like what's the info on Christian these days, and then he just like walked up and said, this is let me explain to you the most suspicious plan ever, and it's actually for someone else.
Let me lie to you first,
and then immediately drop it.
So after that, Patrick informs the Second Inquisition, hey, known Camarilla asset and also noted Tremere, Nicholas wants to meet privately with like our top guy. To which they responded, "Do we have to kill him?" To which Patrick responded, it's like a 50-50 chance of this being a trap, and 50-50 chance that Nicholas just genuinely wants to talk to him about something, so use your best judgment. After that, we had the court, we had the trial of one Casper, who, it literally, the only way it could have gotten worse for him is if Mac literally played a character to speak in his defense. But
got him in.
But that meeting was interrupted by an attack by goons. I think you could officially call them goons.
All right, we don't recover willpower. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. You guys don't recover willpower. Don't worry. I don't think you will ever recover willpower again.
Oh, no.
I have it on good authority.
Brad was like, oh, yeah, they deal some superficial damage. I'm like, okay, that's a decent amount of damage, but, I can heal 2 of it per turn. I'll be... Oh, wait, no, it's Ag. Oh.
Ag. So then we decided, after calling in help, we decided to leave. Robert is staying behind to cover the retreat. Hopefully he can survive long enough for the SI people with Blink to fucking get there. Casper's being kidnapped again. Possibly his final time being kidnapped on fucking Kane's Earth. And yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. I think you all managed to run away.
We
Yeah,
did. We all.
Because Robert is quite literally covering the retreat.
Which I will reminds me to make a roll for him.
He's dead.
Listen. It's a 50-50
I don't know.
chance. It's a 50.
If Tim could fight off like 3 of these things, I hope Robert can.
There's more than 5, and not more than 3.
Yeah, but like also Tim wasn't that much of a fighter back
Actually, you know what? I should make this a public roll.
then. Oh boy.
You should make it a public roll.
You should.
Simple D10.
Hey.
No,
Ace is high or ace is low.
The good high is good.
Yay. Yay, Robert.
He does manage to probably hold on until reinforcements arrive.
Grunt, can I make one roll for Abdel? For old time's sake.
Sure.
Thanks.
But if you want to roleplay the scene where you like fucking you both show up there.
Is this health and willpower accurate?
I don't know, put them at 0. Actually,
Go.
because I don't think
Put them at full. Die.
So as the both of you have been called in, you've rushed over with, I would say, put your hunger at least at 2, because you did have to blink a couple of times. As you see this bar that's currently being smoking. There's like smoke coming out of it, as well as sounds of fighting, and you hear the roar of a guru inside. You can see through the windows this large werewolf kind of like trying to contend with 5 of these creatures, although I don't think there's 5 anymore, because one did take off with Casper.
It did, yeah.
There's probably only 4 left.
Mm-hmm. Avdel has I think he has sense the unseen. Can he see the ghostiness around them?
You can definitely see that. These
Okay.
things exist in the physical world, but they also seemingly have multiple spirits condensed and almost fighting for the same place.
Given that what Abdel would probably be told that that is what they are.
I think you both know what they are.
Yeah.
I think.
Would ward against spirits do anything against these guys?
Probably, yeah. They probably would get repelled, or at least damaged.
Yeah, Zahir's probably been making some fucking wards against spirits then.
Yeah, I assume you all have your clothing completely warded against everything under the sun.
Yeah. Love having a fucking 5-dot blood sorcery guy.
It is. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Feel free to let me know what you do.
Let's rouse the blood first of all.
Indeed. Rouse the blood.
Nice. And I would be doing that like as I was coming up on the scene. And I guess step 1, pick the weakest looking one, unerring aim it.
Yeah, feel free to shoot.
That Zahir will do the same, focus firing on the same one that Abdul is focusing on.
Do. Fire on.
This is
Composure.
As well.
Will this make me roll for it? Probably. I'll just manually add that. Let's go! And you know what? I'll willpower reroll it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can also willpower reroll to do more damage.
Between the two of you, you just kind of like splatter one. It's pretty much
14 successes.
Let's go!
You completely like splatter its brains all over the wall on the other side as you kind of like blow it to several tiny pieces. As even as you can see it through the window all over the bar. You can see the flesh start like knit itself. As at that point, the other ones would have taken note of you, as three of them charge through. Two of them jump through the windows. One of them crashes through the door.
I would have had Fleetness activated to help run over here. I was browsing for that.
As yeah, just both of you give me one roll. They're Dex Athletics, or if you want to fight them.
I'll do a Dex Athletics roll to like dodge out of the way. Now that the werewolf has gone down to only 1v1, he should be fine as long as we distract these two for long enough. He'll come in and assist. So
The werewolf looks like he's half dead.
yeah, but he's a werewolf. He'll get better.
8 successes for Zahir's melee roll.
Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. Celerity. These are neither vampires nor bullets.
Tell you what, I'll roll 2 dice. Yeah, 9 successes.
7? Wow, that's terrible. No willpower. Oh!
You definitely have the upper hand. There is a problem though. These things are not dying. Each time you cut them open, each time you shoot, they seemingly put themselves back together. It's not like instant regeneration like a werewolf, but they do put themselves back together to the point where like you can just disable them and run away. Because there's also the problem of like you are attracting. I'll say this fight has been going on for half a minute, and you already realize you are quite in the open and attracting a lot of attention. And you do know that the city has potentially a contingent of Banu Hakim assassins who could just fuck you up royally.
Yeah.
Does it look like the werewolf's disengaging now?
Yes, it is.
How?
He's looking much better, and he plans on running away.
How long until like from being disabled to coming back? Like how long does it take for them to like pop back up into place?
The one that you completely demolished in your first engagement is still putting itself back together, so it's probably gonna take them like a couple of minutes to completely heal.
Have any of the others been disabled in this couple more seconds?
Well, I'm giving you the chance if you want to do so and run away or do something else. Like you can spend like like a minute or two just completely hacking them to tiny pieces, or you can just kind of like kick the shit out of them and then just fucking bolt.
Zahir, do you think you can place a ward against spirits on their body?
Away.
That would take time. Question: question? Can wards be put onto weapons?
They can, but if you hit them with the weapon, it doesn't do anything. It's only like if they try and pick up the weapon or try and like steal it or something.
All right, yeah.
What if we put it in a bullet and a bullet lodges himself in the target?
It doesn't matter. If it's used offensively, the war just does not work.
Zahir is going. Yeah, Zahir will look. Just not the optimal part for the fight.
Then we go.
Yeah. Zahir's plan is just to make fucking more ward clothing. Yeah, and yeah, Zahir's going to leave. Going to leave in the direction where the lupine that fled was, because as far as Zahir's concerned, he's the one that's most vulnerable still.
Yeah. As we're like running away, Abdel will say, "What if you could make a sigil on a sash and we tied it to them?"
Then they would like take off the thing.
Well, like we disable it and then we disable them and like tie it on, almost like a deployable ward.
Yeah, Zahir will look at you and say, "That likely would not work. If in the future we capture one alive, I could experiment on it, see what is effective."
How much did we hear about the Madison werewolves running with these things?
I think they were pretty transparent with the Vlad, so you would probably know that the only way to actually like kill these things is using some weird ancestral fucking werewolf artifact. None of you are Kolduns, so your knowledge is sort of limited as to why that is. Although they did try and sort of kind of like lock these things, and their regenerative capabilities will eventually erode even things like concrete and steel and anything of that nature.
Yeah.
As you can give me a wits awareness, by the way.
I would love to.
Awareness, wits. Is hearing apply here?
No, because it's kind of sight-based.
Since I was shooting my guns, I would have my aspects on my sight. Yeah, would my heightened senses work?
Yes, they would. Add your aspect.
Okay. I have 2 from heightened senses. Do we still have the blood surge? Or is that over? Is this a different scene?
This is a different scene.
I'll arouse the blood anyway.
5 successes.
Okay. Oh, what's going on? It's fucking up.
You're dying.
Okay.
Abdel was always meant for death since the first time Grunt noticed your whole character concept.
It's not letting me up and lower the dice. I guess I'll have to click blood search then. Does noticing vampires come into play here?
Yes. You've hit the dice limit. 8.
Go ahead. Does the specialty of noticing vampires come into play?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, he may have
13.
15, yeah.
Is there any extra dice you have?
I can willpower. I can willpower if I have to.
Noticing vampires, blood potency, blood surge.
Let me fucking check that off because it made me roll twice. Yeah, I could add the dice if I checked marked blood surge, but I couldn't just press the plus and minus. It was weird.
I think you've hit the cap.
Can't believe it.
Well, how many dice were it's like 5, 10, 15?
16 dice, I think.
Well, I mean, I think he needs those extra dice, really. I mean, look at me, only got 13 successes.
Yeah, I can willpower, Grant. Do you need me to willpower?
No, because she's not really trying, so.
You could see a fucking fly on the other side of the fucking continent right now.
You spot on a nearby.
You see atoms fucking splitting.
On a nearby building, you see there was like this. Well, you recognize them as kindred. 3 of them, two with guns out, kind of watching this unfold, and the third one just eyeing you as they've probably attacked, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Did I assume Zahir also noticed this then?
How many injured? No,
I only got 5.
Nope.
Okay. As we're running, then Abdel will just say, "We have an audience. 3 up on that building. Kindred."
Yeah, when Zahir looks at them. Yeah, Zahir will look at them, and... Honestly, Zahir's heard there's Banu Hakim in the city. These guys... The way these guys are watching, Zahir's going to give a... When he was a part of the Ashira, did they have any, like, way to identify themselves? Because, you know, the Ashira are specifically a special type of sect.
It's a good point, because Abdel is not the most... I don't think you're the most social of the vampires. Like, you wouldn't have mingled too much.
No, he honestly... Listen, he knows... He was in the... I think it was the Web of Knives. Was it before it became... The split off and became the... He was in that group that split off and became the Heralds.
Yeah,
and then
I actually never mind, because if you were in the Web of Knives, you both would recognize the woman. Yeah, it's a good thing she didn't decide to engage. Maybe one that's a bit above even your own skill set.
Yeah, Zahir would give if there was a specific hand gesture that anyone of the Ashira or the Shepherds or the Web of Knives that he would know about would use, he would give it and then keep moving on. He's not stopping, just like a recognition of if they're not doing hostilities, then we are also not doing hostilities. We are leaving.
Yeah.
I will say, if you want to say he doesn't recognize it, that's fine, because he did spend most of his life in the desert.
This is... Well, again, at the very least, she looks familiar. At the very least. Her profile picture? Not in... Oh, it's not in here. Let me post it.
It's not in here? Oh.
How can we not have a picture of Fatima?
My homie Fatma.
There you go.
She's the one who led the split off from the ones who didn't want to follow El Shulgi, isn't she?
Yeah, she wasn't really a big fan of Shulgi.
Oh, well, yeah. We probably definitely know her because we split off.
Listen. Hey, as it turns out, you were kind of right. He was kind of a bastard. It's awkward. If it makes you feel better, Fatima, as it turns out, you were absolutely right. Like 3/4 of the Shepherds have just left. they just left.
And as far as you know, whatever's left of the Web of Knives, she is kind of sort of became the de facto leader.
Right, is this close to what we see actually?
Yeah. Second, we see that we're a bit of a ways away. Zahir is informing people that confirmation Fatima is in the city. Web of Knives is active. I imagine they already had an idea of it, but visual confirmation confirmed.
Sure, I'm sure they will be happy. Well, the thing is now that if they are protecting the Camarilla assets, or if they're working for the Camarilla here, yeah, it might behoove you to engage more cautiously in the future. This was low-key a threat of like, hey, we could have backstab you right now, but we didn't, so... As, yeah. I'm gonna switch scenes to Casper, who's been kidnapped once again.
Time on tradition. One last
can
time.
Can I try and get out of this?
Sure, you can give me a strength brawl check.
Let's go, guys. I will blood surge. Not that it's gonna matter, but it's gonna be funny enough. Oh, didn't. Anything.
Listen, you never know when you just might roll.
Yeah.
Roll
You
good
never
and
know when you
they
roll
roll
11.
Yeah, they're all stupid.
Yeah, Grunt could just roll like ass.
I kind of did. Might have a chance.
Nope.
No chance.
I've still got willpower.
Listen, he could crit. He could crit.
Only
And a 1 in 100.
Only if you crit.
Let's see, guys. Let's see.
Damn. Nope.
No, as the thing just kind of like grabbed you, you kind of like struggle against it. It'll just kind of like its strength is insane. As it keeps you locked in its grip, as its claws are still pretty sure that it stabbed you through the chest. So, let's check. Are you damaged? I think.
Yeah, I'm damaged.
So yeah, its claws not really move from your chest. As it jumps into the van with you and whoever's in the driver's seat just fucking floors the thing.
Sick.
As yeah, it just you can kind of see now again. These are your own creations, Casper.
Nice.
Yeah, these are the things. These are the faceless you helped remake. If only you fed them your blood. That'd been nice.
If only you weren't a bitch.
Imagine if you had horrid form right now. It could just save you. You didn't want to drink the blood, so I guess it is what it is.
Skillishy, man. Should have just been unboundable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have just not cared.
As the van drives you through the city, as you can hear in the distance gunshots and commotion before that also fades away.
So, having a good night?
Kill him.
The thing is, the thing just doesn't seem to.
Well, there's a driver in here.
Yeah, no, he's not really paying attention to you either.
Damn. I can tell you're a chatty one. It's good to have on the team.
As
I love the scenic route.
well, it's an awkward drive if you're gonna keep on the small talk, I guess.
I'm just being a dick. Yeah.
As you get driven to the drive is long at the very least past an hour. As eventually
Okay.
the car stops.
As we're slowing down, can I try and give Anastasia a ring, but with my sound off?
With the thing staring at you and its claws through your chest.
I mean, yeah, I could, just with my hands.
Sure,
His secret
give
phone inside his ass.
me a dex stealth check. Hope it doesn't notice you.
It might.
Maybe. Does he still have his blood surge?
No.
You know,
Rouse again.
With
That's true, guys.
vicissitude, with vicissitude, you could pop that phone inside yourself, make some fingers in your chest, and ring that way.
Yeah. If you had horde form, you could
That's
just kill
not
him.
how the thing works.
If you had horde form, you could just kill these guys.
That is, in fact, how vicissitude works. You can make yourself look kind of monstery with vicissitude.
Well,
You don't have to look human.
far enough.
Yeah, but
Vicissitude is just
you-
like
I would have had to have the handle
I was
ready.
gonna say you
and
still
that's-
have to roll to be able to do that with vicissitude as well.
Yeah, you do have to roll.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
Holy
Hey!
shit! Actually did succeed.
Good fucking job.
Can I spend some willpower to make him re-roll those 3 successes?
Yeah, because that would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, it got 7 successes. You got 8. Yeah, you kind of ring Anastasio's phone.
Let's see how he cooks this.
Anastasio, I think both you and Patrick ran away from the scene.
We did. Along with Nicholas. I wonder what he's doing right now.
Well, I presume Nicholas would have headed back to his own abode where he's being protected by actual competent people.
Before he goes, can I draw a mustache on him?
Oh, sure. He
I
might.
turned the sound off. You guys can't talk to me.
Okay.
Well,
up on him.
before we get to that point, because it's been an hour, let's see what they've been up to.
I also drew a dick on his forehead.
Anastasio, Patrick, where do you go after the first retreat?
Gonna tell Anastasia that if you safe house in the city, which are closer, one of yours or one of mine?
Right? Is my basement near here, or is one of his things near here?
Is your Patrick's thing is closer?
Your place, Patrick.
Okay. As Patrick will get on the phone and he will send a message. He will send a message, just pretty much just saying, send a message if you're still alive, because Patrick is not aware of, because people ran, but then I didn't see what happened to those people after they ran. So he's trying to get a head count of who's all still with us.
Well, in about half an hour, everyone starts replying. It appears most people got away eventually. Even Robert will send you just a thumbs up.
Robert.
Good.
Before you do see the message on the other phone, on the SI phone, about who's in the city.
I mean, I know what the Web of Knives. I imagine Patrick knows what the Web of Knives is, but does he know who Fatima is?
I mean, you can give me an intelligence politics.
Oh boy.
I'm so glad politics can actually be fucking used.
Yes.
3 successes.
You've heard about the infamous assassin that basically has a rather deadly reputation.
Yeah, Patrick is going to put Patrick is going to say noted. And yeah, he's definitely going to start making plans to call up that number because, well, you were given a chance to negotiate. Take it. Take it.
What number?
He's not calling it right now, because he still wants to get something together. Because he was given was he given a method to contact the by the Banu Hakim who dropped Casper and
That's true. Okay,
person who
yeah.
looked like his girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he'll mention that he was given a method to contact them. He'll mention that over the SI phone, that he was given a number, but he had he was given that number when they dropped Casper off.
The only reply I think would be sort of be extremely careful. They are quite deadly, as you've seen.
Patrick certainly takes it and then responds, well, it's a chance that we can negotiate some sort of terms with them to stop them from helping the Camarilla. It's worth it.
Both of you arrive and start getting settled in at your safe house. Patrick, Anastasio, your phone.
That's me.
Your phone rings as apparently it's Casper
Oh shit, Casper's calling. Think he's coming
Well,
to
you know my
brag.
number because it was a new phone, actually.
I think I called you since then, right? Like, when did you get the new phone?
No, it was like I got it very recently. Like,
You know what?
Like,
Listen, if
a session or two ago?
yeah.
No, probably not.
yeah, it's just an unknown number.
Honestly, what you say? Yeah, I'm getting a call from someone I don't know. 1 second. And then he'll answer. Hello? You've reached the office of Anastasio. Please leave a message at the beep. Just kidding, what's up?
Oh. I guess you can hear noise at least.
I mean, you can hear like some muffled noises. There's not.
Whereabouts are we?
There's no. You're in the back of a van. There's no windows you can see.
I'm just in the van. Okay, I'll just be. So, wife and kids, they doing well? Good. Well.
Oh, hi, Casper.
And you hear this, but it's not. It's not like you hear this properly. You hear this like it's from a distance, as if it's his phone is in his pocket.
I'm like, really, Casper? You're really calling me here? Like, after you, like, escaped to mock my dead family. That's real cool, man.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck do you want?
Are you like working for the boss, or are like you like a temporary hire, or?
Wait a minute.
This
Are
really
you-
is a long drive. Like you guys really have gone far out of the city.
Ah, fuck me.
I'm gonna text Nicholas to kill him.
Well, I was like, I think he's trying. I was like, take the phone away from my ear. I'm like, I think he's trying to fucking tell me his location.
I'm just gonna text Nicholas to do the ritual to kill him.
Fair enough. Go for it.
I'll just be like, I'm gonna try and track the fucking number. And like,
you can do that.
I honestly don't know. Did you say you're just gonna have Nicholas kill him? Did you say that out loud?
Nicholas did. He did just say twice. Quite literally, I'm just gonna text Nicholas to fucking kill him. To do the
Nicholas
ritual.
might be otherwise distracted at the moment. He's not responding to any of your messages, Patrick.
Yeah, because unfortunately, if he's been kidnapped by the super spirits, there's not much we can do. Unfortunately.
I'm like, well, I mean, you can call him if you want. I'll track him and see where the hell they're going. Could you wait like 5 minutes? I can at least get to where they're going, and then you can kill him, and then we can at least know where they are.
All right. If you need help with that, I'll give him the contact information for the Alexander, the Ventru has contacts with like the police. He might be able to help you.
I can do it at my setup, but I need my van. Which is, I think, still at the meeting spot. Okay. Can you drive me to my house?
I can do that, and
It's better to let. I would say it's better to let the police contacts deal with this, because by the time you get to your place, it might be too late.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. All right. Well, I'll leave this running, and I guess I'll call your cop friend. Does he in the know about shit, or do I have to pretend to just be a guy?
Oh, the man. Well, I'm contacting a kindred who has cop friends.
Oh, okay. Kindred has cop friend.
As I will send a message to Alexander. Basically, I guess to see if he can help us track Casper with the very limited information we have.
It's probably they'll try. Well, because you kind of have an idea. So, as I'll presume, Casper is trying to sort of describe the time frame, the direction. You can still see out the front window, so you can have like a very limited visibility. So just kind of like every now and then describe random elements. So they're trying to locate him. As Casper, the van eventually stops as you're being brought outside. As you can see this very familiar looking farm. Place where you
Really?
made
This place?
the thing just kind of like drags you along as the van just drives away.
Oh, so he doesn't even get a stay? Like, poor Lackey, like, Jesus. You get it. Well, like, you were made... Well, you weren't made here, but brothers of yours were. Yeah, you understand.
As the thing just kind of like takes you into the barn and slams you onto the floor as it kind of like pulls the claws out of your chest.
Well, the barn's lovely. Like, I'm glad you guys kept up with, like, the upkeep and everything. Kept the building looking nice.
It's gonna start slashing at you.
Okay.
The moment like he says that, I'll just like, I guess like say, oh cool, he's back at the fucking barn.
I'll let people know.
Well, Casper, you're gonna try and fight, run. Like, what's your plan?
I'm trying to roll.
Fight him.
Either give me a Dex Athletics or a Strength
Nicholas
roll.
could beat him. I'm sure you could.
Would my rouse still be active?
No.
Well,
Rouse
I'm rolling again.
kid ass.
Rolling again.
Yeah, fuck you.
How hungry are you now?
4.
Oh, damn. If only you drank the blood.
If only, guys. It's
Well,
funny.
let's see if you can if you can beat 8 successes.
Oh
No.
my god.
No, I just told you.
You know, 2. Let's see if he crits. If he gets all successes and crits. 4.
You are about.
That'd only be 7. That'd only be 7.
You are about to eat 6 act damage, so
Can I willpower? Or
yes.
would it?
Mitigate damage, I guess.
All failures. Get an even worse result somehow.
Yeah, so as it starts slashing at you, you kind of like try and duck out of the way, but still catches you. What's your health?
It's not good. I've got 3
Oh
remaining.
yeah, you're torpor.
I'm 2 ag free.
You're
Superficial.
As you try and
Okay.
like run away, but it pounces on you, and its speed is much greater than yours as it digs deep, as you see only blackness, as just kind of like full unconscious into torpor. As well, Patrick, who do you send to try and see what the fuck's going on at the farm?
Oh god, I'd send somebody with like somebody who is like stealthing get out quickly if they like need to.
Anastasia would be good at that.
Then yeah, I'd send her. Explicit permissions. You are there to observe if he's getting like. Yeah, just there to observe, and
I'll say you're
That's
probably gonna send her and Theodore because they're the 2 most combat capable and also quite stealthy.
Yep, I'd send them. I mean, if they have the chance to fucking kill Casper, do it, because at this point he's had his trial.
You will. The only thing you hear on the phone, Anastasia, is Casper's screams followed by just static as probably the call ended.
Oh, cool. I think he's dead.
I'll
Would the
send
cool
Anastasia. I'll send Anastasia and Theodore to see if they
Anastasia,
can confirm it.
I'm off, boys. I'm off to war.
As
You know, we realized you said Anastasia was good at sneaking, right. My good Lasombra friend.
Sorry, sorry.
You could send me too. I am also good at sneaking.
I'm sorry, you have very similar names. They're basically the same fucking name.
It is in fact the male and female versions of that name.
Yeah, what would do an
Get
exception?
the fuck in there, Anastasio. Do your patriotic fucking duty for once in your life.
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Are you actually gonna go?
If Patrick says go over there, I
No,
guess I
I'm
will.
not.
Then about like 40 minutes later, you would get a call from Theodore.
We're dead, boss.
We're cooked.
As
We've been bamboozled.
Theodore calls you Patrick and like, well, we found him. He's technically still alive. Port.
Damn it!
Patrick will immediately respond. Put him out of everyone's misery.
Damn!
He's already had the trial, and I don't think anyone was going to speak in his defense.
Okay. Is
Quite literally, it's like like everyone seemingly was in agreement. Kill the fucker.
well. Okay.
I'm just saying. I didn't see nobody in the Bucharest community standing up, going like, "No, guys, we have to be the better people and forgive our enemies."
Oh god, no, that's not why I'm laughing. Holy shit, I'm trying to think now. Can these two sort of get away? So in hindsight, the Drakon maybe should have chosen a better infiltration puppet.
Oh yeah, Drakon, are you fucking dumb? Why would you do this? I'm not gonna bring him back. We were killing this guy.
They didn't know.
Drakon, I was gonna stake this guy. I was gonna stake this guy and put him on a rooftop.
You know what? As Casper, you feel yourself floating in the darkness. As you can feel this sort of presence alongside with you. As you hear Patrick give out the order, kill you, to these two kindred that are standing close to you. You realize you will die. But presence is willing to offer you a lifeline. If you're willing to take its power into you and kill these two.
I feel like this deserves some kind of role.
Yeah, feel free.
Hey, any suggestions?
That depends. Do you want to resist it, or is this just more a moral question?
Yeah, it's a moral question.
Moral question.
Humanity, maybe.
Yeah, let me see. Let me give us.
Hey, Hate's really good with coming up with
Maybe like
some composure, probably.
Is it a composure or resolve?
Yeah, I would say resolve composure. Yeah. Probably roll that.
Yeah, which is shit. So we'll see how this goes, guys. Hey, Grunt. This is completely up to you. Is Blood Surge still active?
No.
No!
Fair enough. That's alright.
Come on, rouse that blood.
It's still 2 successes.
It is.
So you're not like completely shit scared.
No. You know what? I'll drink it. I'll reach out for the lifeline.
As you feel your body start to... Well, this is no longer drinking the blood.
Whatever it is.
This is taking in the whole thing. As you feel your body start to shift. And Suddenly, you look, your eyes open as you get up, and you see these two in front of you looking quite confused. What are you gonna do? They were about to murder you.
Well, I've just taken this thing in. I'm literally just gonna try and reach in and pull their guts out from inside them.
Um, give me what's the vicissitude? Resolve.
Oh.
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
I think it's Resolve Protean.
Yeah, why don't you give me that roll? Just add +10 to it. This is. See if Theodore can dodge this.
Blood Surge?
How's your hunger?
And not Blood Surge, I meant willpower.
Yeah, you can willpower if you want.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
It could technically win. Yeah. As you kind of like, you extend your hand and you want to reach out, and your hand just kind of like extends with a impressive amount of speed as you reach out to grab him. But he is a accomplished Banu Hakim on his own, as he manages to roll away as he blinks, managing to, well, not maybe using the word blink is confusing because he doesn't actually blink. He just moves insanely fast out of the way on the other side of the barn. As well, Anastasia is not as fast. Let me double check something else, because might die. To go to my homebrew shit. Don't remember if Tenebrous Avatar. Okay, so she doesn't have his impressive dodge pool.
Tenebrous Avatar does make you immune to physical attacks.
Yeah, but it takes a turn to activate.
Right.
Holy shit! She rolled 0 successes.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm sorry, guys!
As yeah, you reach out and you don't. Theodore manages to duck out of the way, but she doesn't. As you catch her instead, completely kind of like holding her. As you see her body start to like melt with the shadows underneath your grip, you have seconds to act.
Okay.
You wanna
in
like
my grip,
turn-
I'm just
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna try and splatter. I'm gonna try and enlarge the end inside her and just completely explode the body.
As you just squeeze with your newfound strength. Maybe +10 was it? Have to double check that.
No, let's go for it.
No, actually, no, not really. Yeah, no. Actually, it would have been a +11. So yeah, you just kind of like, as you squeeze, she starts transforming into shadows, but it's not fast enough as you crush her completely. It's kind of as you torpor her underneath your own grasp. As Theodore is just fucking like out as he has run away. You've only torpored her, so it's up to you if you
Yeah.
want to final death her. But she is like completely limp. You've cut her off at the midsection almost, crushed her completely.
I'll take a bit of wood out from the side of the barn and just stake her for now.
Yeah. You realize this new force you're getting is quite insane. It's not just your ability to manipulate your body, but your physical strength. In fact, just let's see how much you would heal. I'll be nice and I'll do a conversion rate. You just get to heal 2 points of act damage
Okay.
as your body starts to. Although you feel this insatiable hunger as you stare at her body. Such a waste to let all that blood just sit there.
I mean, there was a lot of blood on all the walls because he didn't splatter her.
Yeah.
Well,
Start
listen,
licking.
Kindred don't bleed like humans, and he did just crush her. So
What generation is she, Grunt? Do I know?
no, she is a bit older than you, that's for sure, but not by much.
By much. You know what? Let's go for it.
Dabblerize her.
Her. Yeah.
Say, are you gonna dabblerize her or drain her?
They're the same thing, aren't they?
No, they're different.
No,
No,
so
you
okay.
can.
so you can drain someone's vitae and just leave them at that, or you can dabblerize and consume their soul.
Oh,
Nah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm
like, yeah.
diabolizing.
You can never like hungry frenzy diablerize somebody because diablerization is always a choice you have to make.
Oh, okay.
In base game, it's always the wrong choice because it fucking sucks. But you know.
Well, it depends on you if you want a La Sombra inside your head.
You don't really have to deal with him anymore. He is kind of banished.
Alright, what is a diablerie roll? I know it's...
Well,
It'd be so funny if he just botches it and loses control of his body.
That would be
Yeah.
really funny.
that would be hilarious.
let me.
It's kind of what I'm
open-
hoping for
Yeah.
as a joke, but...
If she takes over your body, that'll be funny. I don't think. What's your humanity? Because it's usually.
It's currently 5.
A little high, honestly, from all the innocent people he murdered. But you know, if you say so.
Hey, shut up! Yours isn't like, what, 6? Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I don't know, stitch my loved ones together.
Yeah,
And you got a suicide mission.
Barbarians, savages, I'm forced to cooperate with.
Holy shit! Listen, let me actually double check. Because 5 humanity, you're at that point. You're risking it with Dallery. Because if you botch the roll, it's actually not impossible. Let me double. I don't have to check up on these rules too often, so let me find in the horribly formatted book. Where is the Dallery roll?
I think you roll
Yeah.
your humanity plus what your willpower, your unspent
No.
willpower.
So first of all, drop your point. Just 1 less humanity for this.
Oh, do you drop it before you commit the act of diablerie?
Honestly, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It makes sense because, like, this isn't you're not gonna. It's not gonna be a contested roll where to see if you succeed. Like, he's succeeding in the diablerie. It's just now I want to see if he rolls to can maintain control of his own mind. Like, he will get the XP. Like,
Listen, I will state here, I'm just acting as Casper's public defender.
yeah.
Respectfully, Judge, this man's guilty as fuck. By
So,
average, I
so
haven't
you have
you.
to roll me. So your humanity, which is 4, plus your own blood potency.
Okay. Can I rouse?
Kill yourself.
No, because it's blood potency. It doesn't. Unfortunately, no. And she gets to roll her resolve plus her blood potency. Now you have to botch the roll quite hard.
Like that?
1, 2, 3.
That's one more. So it's only one success actually, because you rolled one more.
Damn.
So yeah, listen, she doesn't have a high dice pool. I'll roll this publicly.
She could also botch it.
You could also botch it.
That's 2 successes.
So you drop another point of humanity
Okay.
as
Holy shit, you are below fucking Sabbat Warlord Conrad at his worst.
Yeah, you are at
Let's
this
go,
point at 3
guys.
humanity. And mark down it's 30 XP, but let me double check. On my Yeah, no. I put it in a different place. I'm pretty sure it's 30 XP.
30 XP per blood potency.
Yeah, so yeah, you can add 30 XP right now that you can spend on the following things. Celerity, fun fact, Oblivion, and Potence. So time to choose.
She has 0 dominate?
Yes.
Ah.
Can't believe you've gotten even lower than a 200-year-old Ancilia who was in the Sabbat for over 1.5 centuries.
Because that's the thing. If she rolled, for example, 5 successes, he would have been like gone right now. Like he would have just flat out lost his soul.
I need to look up the bloody powers. Give me a bit.
You have them in the foundry as well. And the items.
Ah, okay, yeah, that is true.
You can also increase your blood potency, by the way. That's also one of the options. In case none of the disciplines are appealing to you.
Take Oblivion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Honestly, all of those disciplines are pretty good. Hey, Grant, now that she's I have a question. You said that she didn't have dominant, but she had celerity. Was she actually a caitiff?
No. She just had one celerity. Not like she was a Sabbat. She was an ex-Sabbat member. I'm sure there will be no repercussions of you doublerizing her. I'm sure nobody will come knocking.
Probably not. Because fun fact, in the Seattle game, you, Red, and Mac were playing in, that venture you were working for was actually just a caitiff. Because you had Auspex instead of Dominate.
Well, yeah, I'll let you think for a bit. As Patrick, there's another phone call from Theodore for you.
So how'd it go?
Yeah, Patrick will actually answer. Patrick will answer. What happened? Because honestly, Patrick is like, with how long this took to get this call, it didn't go exactly as planned. He can already tell.
He got up and his arm just extended extremely fast. He healed and he attacked us. I think he got Anastasia.
Probably wasn't even him then. They flesh crafted somebody else before to look different. Probably wasn't even him. Do you think she can be recovered?
Maybe. I just ran away. I barely managed to escape.
All right. I'll inform some of my people. If she can be recovered, we'll do it.
Yeah. I'll hang out in the area, try and scout him out, see if he goes anywhere. and keep out of sight.
Yeah, I will send a thing through the Inquisition that from the description of it, from the description of that power level, do I get the sense that it's Vikos or her sire?
Could be.
Yeah, I will send a message to the Second Inquisition. Powerful Samiti, flesh crafted to look like kindred known as Caspers, located at the old barn. Possibly Vikos, possibly Drakon. And I will also put in that there was a kindred Anastasia left behind Torpord, just to inform them of the situation.
Yep. If there's any conversations you would like to have with Anastasio.
Can just imagine it's here and fucking Abdul get back. It's like, and they're like, okay, guys, you need to go back out. Oh god, can I drink first, please?
No, they're not gonna send Zahir and Abdul against fucking Drakon. Like, killing them.
We did that already and barely escaped. We also had werewolves, I think.
But yeah, Patch is just gonna sit down. Casper's dead for all intents and purposes. That was something else wearing his skin.
It's on track for these guys. Who knows how long it was actually Casper, if it was Casper. Maybe Casper's been dead for a long time.
Maybe, but it changed to defend itself, and then again, those goons were the things that Casper and Vikos made. It wouldn't have transformed in the bar if it knew a rescue was coming.
Exactly. And it was never in danger, but you said it was torpid, or at least it looked torpid when they found it, so maybe they thought
it's possible. Elders of Mitsu are strange. It's possible they had something in him. Took it over when it looked like there was a threat.
Who knows?
Anyways, it's all fucked. God. Yeah, if this to deal with, I have fucking Nicholas wanting to meet with Christian, it's all fucked.
Ooh. How'd that go? What are you talking about?
He said he had a fucking friend that he wants to meet to talk about some magical problem. Told me it's probably not gonna work. Naturally, the last thing I want is some fucking Tremere in New York or where the fuck his friends are getting their hands on Christian, so we're gonna see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Again, the funny thing is Patrick has no reason.
I need to make right now.
Because the funny thing is, again, Patrick has no idea that Anastasia would ever be involved because, well, you aren't friends with him, so why would he do this favor for you?
Let's hit that composure subterfuge.
I guess I'll roll an insolve insight or wits.
Yes.
Yeah, literally, it's like, literally passes right over Patrick because, like, again, why would he ever do this favor for you? I don't know. I can only assume he's asking. I don't know. It's a 50-50 chance. Either Nicholas generally just wants to ask him some fucking magical question and he framed it in the most Tremere way possible, or he's setting something up. Either way, I've informed the SI about it. They're going to handle that. I look right into the camera.
Listen, I was just gonna let that play out until you said that, and it was just like, all right. Oh boy. You know, that is the worst pitch I think I've ever heard anyone say. I knew Nicholas was dumb, but that dumb? That's real fucking dumb.
And Patrick's gonna look at you. What, did you put him up to it?
I did.
God, if he fucking told me that, I would have just passed the message along to Christian. I wouldn't have. If he just told me fucking that.
You're so on edge with everything. I didn't want to burden you or stress you out or make you think I was trying to kill you or anything.
Oh yeah, no, fucking Nicholas comes in and makes me think the fucking Tremere are trying to kill him.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be, I don't know, intelligent about it. I wanted to ask him if he could do the thing he did with Dragomir for me. Or everyone.
Okay. There we go. That's something specific. If I send him that message, I can probably get an answer, be asked if answer than that, than just hypothetically, do you want to talk with somebody?
I know he has the whole, like, don't fuck with the timeline thing, and he had to go through this really convoluted thing to do it. I have an idea. I have a plan for it. So that we can essentially replace them before the night they're killed. And
I know with Dragomir that caused a lot of problems, but listen.
that's because they fucking sent
Yeah,
Seamus to do it.
Had Seamus do it and fucking.
You know how Seamus is. He's an idiot. Well, maybe he's not. He's fucking insane.
Yeah, he was a fucking Malkavian. Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
I can't promise anything. I can't even promise I can get you a meeting with him, but
I was even willing to have someone come with me, and if I ever fucked with the timeline, they could just execute me. I didn't care.
okay. I'm gonna interpret the bestial failure as Patrick is just buying like all of this.
No, it's just a failure that you're buying all of this. No bestial failure. Anastasios just seems very honest right now.
He is?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. If it wasn't bestial failure, I'd be asking some follow-up questions. But right now, Patrick is so stressed. He's like, okay, listen, I might not be able to promise you a meeting with him, but I can pass the message along, and I can ask if he can at least look into this as a personal favor.
All he needs is to send me back near Dragomir. I'll do the rest.
Yeah. All right. I'll send the message out. All right. Really wish if fucking Nicholas had just fucking told me this.
Getting tortured over it.
Talking ball tortured.
I even look at him. Okay. They're interrogating him. Well, most likely. That's most likely why I can't reach him. Which likely means he's gonna tell them that you sent them. So don't worry.
This is his own fault.
It's his own fault. Listen, I'll handle this. I'll handle this. This wasn't a fucking plan by the Camarilla. This was just a fucking dumbest game of fucking telephone I've seen in my life.
Thank you.
Now, Hayden, I expect you to pay me back for this at some point. I just saved Anastasio's life.
Nah, we'll see about that one.
We'll see about that.
He ain't out of the woods.
Yeah, the woods. But I put you in the direction on the trail. You gotta run now, boy.
Are you gonna message the SI to tell them about this?
Yeah, I will message the SI and inform them that it was my old crewmate Anastasio who asked for it. Basically, just point out that
Vlad will respond immediately, saying, "Yes, we know. Do you know where we could locate him?"
I'm cooked.
Yeah, Patrick will send 2 messages in quick succession. The first one is he's in the room with me, and this just sounds like he wanted a desperate hope to save his loved ones, nothing more. But yeah, Patrick still gives the location though. He's not gonna like lie and say no. Yep. I don't know where he is.
Vlad will text you back saying that they'll handle it.
Raggy.
Okay. Gonna put my hands on Anastasio's shoulder. Listen. They're gonna want to talk to you. You're gonna be honest with them. You're gonna tell them everything they want to know. Because I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't look like a scheme. This looks like you were desperate and you were grabbing at anything you could do to help your loved ones. I think So I don't.
Well, if you never see me again, know that you killed me.
Listen, if you run or if you hide, it would look worse. They would take that as you absolutely tried to do something. You were absolutely planning something. If you face the music, if you're honest, there's a chance you could make it out. I'm vouching for you at the least.
Honestly. These days, it's hard to even care sometimes. You know, who knows?
Listen, if you make it out, and there's a way that we can bring them back, I'm not the richest man in the world, but do everything I can to help you. In the case you don't come back, is there anything, anyone you still have left, anything you still have left that you'd like me to see to the safety to?
Anastasia just looks you dead in the eyes and says, "No, I have no one."
We'll kill it together if you make it out. If you don't, I'll leave her staked in the sun. Make sure it's painful.
No. I don't even know if I care about revenge anymore.
Where are the bodies located? If there's a chance I could still see it through, even if you're not here for it.
There's a plot where I was living. It's they're buried there. And he'll just like write down the address for you.
I promise you, I swear it. If there's a way to bring him back, I'll do it.
As you wait there for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you can see this shadows from a nearby corner just fucking snap, elongating as Anastasio seemingly falls through the floor, or the shadows retreat back to the corner normally.
I've been yoinked!
Get oblivioned, idiot.
I can't believe I met with our good Methuselah friend.
Listen, if you count out, Moloch and Troil don't have Oblivion, so it's the only way they were actually gonna capture you. As you fall through endless darkness, give me a resolve composure check as you feel the cold sting of the abyss hit you.
I love the Umbra.
Feel free to take 1 point of superficial power damage.
Cool.
As you fall back out in a different place. You don't recognize the room. It's just... There's no windows. It's just light from a light bulb illuminating kind of the center of it. As you stumble onto the ground. Shivering almost. You haven't felt cold in quite a while. As there's two people in the room with you, staring at you.
Do I recognize him?
Have you ever seen Vlad before? Huh?
Yes, I have.
Then you would recognize him at the very least.
We chatted.
The woman next to him, though, you don't recognize.
Is there a chair for me to sit down?
There's a chair.
There's an uncomfortable stool.
Anastasio takes a seat and just says, Vlad,
Can I explain things to
ma'am.
me?
Ask away.
Kind of like looks at him and says, "Why were you trying to meet up with Christian?" To roll me intelligence resolve. You're gonna try and resist the dominate.
I'm sure you can do that.
You know what? Just for funsies, just for old time's sake, Anastasia will give it a shot.
Maybe he rolls like dog shit. Who knows?
He could. Grunt's not rolling the hottest this game.
No. Yeah.
That is true.
You said intelligence resolve?
Yes.
You have good stats in that, right? Anastasia's like such an intelligence man.
He is. He's a
He is,
decent
yeah,
pool.
what are you on about?
It's a decent pool. I can willpower.
How's your willpower looking, by the way?
I'm one away from max.
Yeah.
On superficial.
I'm sure getting impaired and getting a -2 to every roll from now on will be good.
Yeah, why not? Honestly,
feel free
I
to
think
no
the
balls.
impaired willpower is actually a good state for Anastasia to be in.
Yeah, no balls.
8 successes.
As you push against this overwhelming influence.
Oh wait, I do have a no. I had Unswayable Mind. Does my blood potency of +1 give me a dice? Doesn't it?
It does. It should.
All right, let me give it.
Yeah, if you have a power bonus.
Roll one. Yeah, that's
9 successes.
as I say, you don't have unswell.
I had it in a previous life.
Yeah, before you were reincarnated.
Yeah.
Well, as you roll, you resist, you push back against this influence on your mind. Give whatever answer you want.
Because I wanted to see my loved ones again.
Going to a mage that manipulates time. An interesting way to do that.
He's the only one I know who could. He did it for Dragomir. I had a plan to do it again. It wouldn't even mess with the timeline. I remember him talking about it, saying that the timeline had to stay the same. Things that happened had to happen, but the results and how they happened could change. So.
You realize that how hard that is to achieve. When that happened, I remember there was someone who, for a mere second, said a hello to someone they shouldn't have. And when everything rearranged itself back in order, people were bleeding out of their noses.
Well, I'm much more discreet than they were.
They've always went to the Hecata, have their souls being brought back from the dead. This is... You're playing with something you don't understand. And the secretive nature, I don't...
I don't know any Hecata. Apparently there's some in Italy, but who knows how long that would take or what I would have to do it. There was one in the city, but I heard he died. I knew Christian. I'd worked with Christian. I'd helped Christian. I thought maybe he would help me, but I guess not.
You understand that there's some powerful people after him? You do understand that Kupala wants him? Tell me, do you have any association with Kupala? Feel free to give me another intelligence resolve check. Take a -2 to it this time.
She's my good friend.
You know, Anastasio is.
We have tea every weekend.
Yeah, I don't think Anastasio has the will to fight it anymore. As he just says, yeah, she broke into my van, thought I was Kushim, beat me up, put me in the hole, and then when she realized I wasn't him, gave me a shit ton of gold and had Moloch heal me up. Turns out Moloch put a shit ton of blood in me that was staked around, and he was using it to spy on me, so... Then when she found that out, she took it all out. I asked her, "Yo, don't kill any humans, replace it with animal blood," and she killed a werewolf. A friend of a friend.
Now you can understand why I'm hesitant. Just let Christian meet with anyone. Especially when they want to meet alone, privately.
Honestly, I thought Raoul might be there too.
Raoul
Well, no, actually, I thought...
he is in the he is in the Umbra. Unless you want to visit the place.
I have no idea what that is.
Spirit world.
Oh.
Bring the dead back to life. It's not impossible, but not. It's not worth destroying a universe over it.
They were my universe.
There are other people with families, with loved ones such as you. And I won't have you endanger all of them just to bring yours back. I will put you in contact with someone who can bring their souls back. With a few conditions.
What is it?
No more killing of the innocents. You will feed on animals alone from now on. Not even blood bags. Unless it's a dire emergency. And you will cut off any contact and stop working with Kupala or any of her lackeys.
I'll keep your terms until then, but how long am I supposed to wait for this? Are you just going to keep me in limbo for decades?
I'm not gonna keep you here. I have better things to do.
No, he meant like he meant like keep him waiting for bring them back.
Well, I'm not the Hekata. He'll be able to answer these questions and explain the situation better, but I'll remind you that bringing the dead back to life is not an exact science. And, well, while I can sympathize with your plight,
Tell me, lad, have you ever had everything you had taken away from you and left with nothing?
I have been through worse. Which is why I understand what you're going through, but threatening to undo the universe itself? Working with Kupala?
It wasn't exactly consensual.
They will hunt you down after this.
I originally came to the city for revenge. Killed the woman who did this to me. And I assumed that after that, someone else would come and kill me. They already know I'm a dead man walking. Literally and metaphorically. By the way, in our fun little conversations I had with our good friend there, Kupala, turns out Troyle's in the city too. I don't know who that is, but maybe you do.
Royal is the Bruja antediluvian. Moloch's lover. A woman of fierce reputation, little patience, and a hatred for quite a lot of people. Pray that you never have to meet her.
Looks at camera.
Cameras in the camera.
If I were to think there is any antediluvian, that's the pettiest and the most stubborn, and will use their power without regard for the consequences, would be her. I will contact my Hecata friend and put you in contact with him. Hopefully he can help you out. Until further notice, Christian is under heavy protection, exactly from these sorts of people.
Very well. Let's hope the gangrel don't mind me wandering around the parks anymore. You know, they used to beat us up every time we showed up around there.
Times are changing and Bucharest has adopted a much more civilized.
You're telling me I'm roommates with one now?
Chuckles. Oh. This will be about as pleasant as the way you came in, as he gestures for a nearby shadow.
Oh boy, this one's gonna leave a mark.
Roll me resolve composure, as you will have to step through the abyss yet again.
With that -2, baby.
Yeah.
Minus 2. So
You know what? Let's.
it's only a difficulty 3. Well, take
Hey,
one.
can I count that for the next blood rouse?
Rouse.
Damn.
That was. Wait, what the fuck?
I
Did
don't know
it make me roll
what-
3 times?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you rolled
Look
there.
at that. That's so weird.
Rousing blood. Okay, cool.
That's so
Thank you,
weird.
game. Thank you, game. Very cool.
I'm so confused on how that worked. I'm pretty sure it was at 1 hunger before. Yeah.
You just actually just fucking phased Penumbra. And you fucking land in like the middle of Kansas. Like, what?
Huh?
Yeah, the creator of the Foundry stuff has been adding more and more fucking.
Paradox himself personally comes and just goes like, yeah, no, bud, you're not. I'm gonna take you out for a second.
As you step through the Umbra, take 1 more willpower damage. As
Ooh, I'm an egg.
Yeah, just go and talk to your touchstones. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Make some more touchstones.
Good, you can always make touchstones. As Patrick, about 15 minutes later, her shadow elongates into your room as Anastasio stumbles out of it, almost as if he's falling out.
Alright, well, alive, that's a good sign.
We have obtained this form. It is limiting, and you will now serve us.
No.
Come on, you could pretend to have been like startled for like a second, right?
The surprising thing is that you're alive. I'm gonna be honest, I gave you like 1090 odds.
Bitchin', pay up. $200.
Patrick will actually take $200 out of his wallet.
You'll pocket it.
Alright, you look like shit. Let's... Do you want to rest up here, or do you want to go back to your own place?
Let's rest up here. I'm gonna need someone to pick up my stuff from there. I can't go back.
I'll get some ghouls to do it.
Speaking of, Casper, have you figured out your discipline?
Yeah, it's on my sheet.
Celerity and potency.
Yeah, honestly, Anastasio saw her there in front of him, saw the thing he'd been thirsting after for like a month, and then realized he doesn't want it. I mean, he was gonna do it anyway, and then he started thinking about, gotta find a way to find Christian, gotta find... Wait, Christian can bring people back from the dead. Holy shit.
Listen, I'm sure Troil will take this backstabbing quite, like, on the cheek. Like, yeah, fair play. No,
Yep.
Not gonna be salty about this at all.
Yeah, no. Listen, even if she captures Anastasio and murders him, he at least know that she hates Toreadors. She has a Toreador in her hands. I mean, yeah, she's useless to her now, but think she's gonna let her go? Fuck no.
Yeah.
She'll just kill her herself.
Yeah, no, Jenna is royally fucked at the moment. I'm sure there's no way she can weasel her way out of that deal. But yeah, no, Casper, as you feel the spirit of your soul almost crack and shatter and reform, you can feel the connection to the darkness around you. You can feel much strong, faster. But maybe a piece of you has been lost, never to be recovered. It's your,
Not safe here.
yeah, it's not.
I'm moving.
As yeah, you walk out of the barn.
Yeah, I'll head. I'll head round the outside of the city.
Do you go through like the outskirts basically?
Yeah, like wooded areas, like nowhere like anyone would be. Like,
Feel free to give me a wits awareness.
they always will.
Oh. Have some fancy.
I have sense the beast.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So
Yeah.
yeah, let me just roll. That's definitely enough. As you kind of like wander a bit out of the farm area, and you kind of like start walking, trying to get your bearings. As you leave the farmland, don't feel it, or it stabs you straight through the back. Your body just goes limp as the stake implants itself. As you are paralyzed, powerless. As Theodore kind of like fucking killed her. Fucking murder her. Ugh. This will feel good. As he, and like you see him bring out this large meat cleaver. He does intend on hacking off your head.
Okay.
Do you have any mental?
No, I don't. I have the wasps. That's about.
You do have the wasps. Yeah, that's true. And you could command them to fuck him up a bit.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He's gonna. Did you see like the swarm? And like start attacking him, like trying to swats them away, looking rather pissed off. Let me think about this. Do they have any reason to keep you alive?
Would who have a reason to keep him alive?
The Camarilla, because they're like probably aware of this.
I mean,
I don't think so.
do they have Vikos?
Yeah, they have Vikos.
Then yeah, they don't really
Don't
need
need
him
him.
then. Unless they want to mass produce more goons.
See, he is an accomplished flesh grinder.
Grunt is desperately trying to find a way to keep Casper in the story.
Listen, I'm taking all angles.
I have got a backup character. It's
I mean, honestly, yeah, if they blood bond him, he's an accomplished fleshcrafter. You can help them out, because that's the only issue is that like Casper is such a loose cannon, but you can just blood bond him.
yeah. But will they do that?
Problem is, he did just dabblerize someone. That's the issue.
He did do a little teeny tiny eating someone's soul.
Who hasn't done that, Anastasia?
Listen. The problem is you're not nearly high ranking enough in the Camarilla to get away with that.
Yeah.
As the wasp kind of like swat at him, Theodore kind of like still pushing through, goes to like fucking start decapitating you. Before he like kind of like backs off as he just fucking ducks underneath some nearby brush, bushes, and then just scampers off. As you can't really see, you can't see what he saw. As you eventually hear footsteps from around you. As you see 3 people gather up. As you don't really, I don't think you recognize them. Actually, you would, because I think you saw them when they went after Vikos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you recognize the Banu Hakim, as the man just kind of gestures to the other two and says, take him. The Archon said he wants him alive yet. As they're gonna put you the back of a van. Theodore will call you yet again, Patrick. About another 30 or so, 40 minutes later.
All right.
They got him. I think it was the Banu Hakim. They were they didn't attack me, but they got him. They took him.
All right.
He was
Get back.
staked. I'm okay.
Get back to somewhere safe, as Patrick's going to hang up, and he's immediately going to use that number that he was given to get in contact with the Banu Hakim.
Yeah, Amir would pick up. Yes.
This is Patrick. I was given the number to contact you to possibly arrange. I suppose we could call it a business arrangement.
Yes, I do remember that. How can I help you, Patrick?
I've recently been informed that you may have a certain gangrel by the name of Casper in your inventory. What deal would have to be cut to ensure that he's transported to the SI rather than the Camarilla? Or to wherever else you might be taking him?
Doesn't Patrick still think that this might be Vikos or the
Yeah, which is why he'd still want to
The question
kill
is,
this person.
do you think Theodore can stake Vikos though?
I don't know, probably pretend to be staked.
I guess.
Yeah,
that's
in this case, these guys are fucked then.
Yeah, if it's Vikos, then fuck.
I don't know, they kind of dicked on Vikos like a night ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means that they know this isn't Vikos. That this is Drakon.
Depends, because it's one thing when you ambush them, and it's another thing when you get up close to a Simichi, and you're
Yes.
just, anyways.
But yeah, Patrick will also include. You might want to ensure that he is properly staked. Based on Theodore's report, I doubt it's only Casper in there with him.
The Drakon fled from the scene. It was here, but not anymore.
That's good to hear. Then back to it. What arrangement would we have to come to ensure Casper's transferred into my custody?
We would have to offer something of great value. Such great value that we would have to betray a deal made. What can you even offer that's that big?
Okay, I'm just gonna think here openly. This is here because these guys are not only are they probably not interested in not have the money to pay them compared to an
No.
Archon.
Yeah, this is beyond money.
I'm like, is this on speaker?
I presume you're
Assume
there
it
with
would
him.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume this would be, yeah.
I'm just like looking at Patrick and I just kind of like whispered, like, who the fuck is paying that much for Casper, man?
Yeah. Patrick could try to leverage SI contacts just to ensure that, because Casper, for all that he is a fucking very dangerous, and letting him in anyone else's hands would not be in the SI's interests. Do we know, like, what is the status of, like, the Tribune, the city? Are they still hyper fucked? Do we we know anything about them?
You know that they were attacked and they kind of were escorted out. Currently there's no more Tremere in the city, other than Nicholas.
Was their Tremere completely torched, destroyed?
The Chantry, yeah, it was fucked up.
All right. I want to pose a question. What is your relationship with the Second Inquisition?
Try and stay clear of their business. Out of it.
I've recently become affiliated with them, and I had something of a very important operation they have here. I could speak with my contacts and arrange for an exchange of services in exchange for the holding of Casper until such a time those services are rendered, in which case he will then be transported into my custody.
You may think that Second Inquisition is hotshot because they took down the antediluvians, shook the world. We're dealing in plans that, well, take long to come to fruition. Right now, you are unproven. Why do you even want this man so badly? He's just a neonate after all.
Patrick is going to at that. The reason I want him, there are a variety of reasons. There's a purely strategical. He's an asset that if it's delivered to my enemies would be a problem. There's the personal. He has betrayed me. Truthfully, I have a moral compunction. That Casper has long since shed whatever resemblance to humanity he had when he was turned. The man is a monster. He has no guilt. He has no regret. Innocent lives, mortal, kindred, or otherwise, mean nothing to him. The world is better off without people like him in it. He has nothing. He has no code. He has no convictions. The only reason he does what he does is because of its own gratification.
Give me a charisma persuasion roll. Because Amir actually hates this sort of shit. You might get to him on a personal level.
Yeah. Would I say I've been able to feed before this?
Yeah, sure. You can.
Because I was hitting S3 hunger. Yeah. There you go. I have 21 blood bags left then. Let me just real quick make sure I adjust that number right. Let's rouse the blood for this. There you go. Backed up to 2 hunger.
Roll like another 10 successes and you get the fucking web of knives on your side out.
Persuasion,
Holy
charisma.
shit.
Does rousing speech apply to this?
You know what? Why not? Because...
Okay.
Oh
6 successes, and I will re-roll those 2 dice. 8 successes.
Patrick is pulling out all the stops to fucking kill this man, and I respect it. Grunt is repeatedly pulling him out of the fire only for Patrick to put him right back in.
I am fucking like... Every time he comes up to the wood chipper, Grunt has someone come and go like, I'm taking him. Patrick's like, No, get in the fucking wood chipper.
No, he committed the robbery just tonight. The robberized woman. Very well.
Her name was Anastasia. Her name was Anastasia.
Anastasia? Not again!
She was a former member of the Sabbat who just changed her ways. Turned over a better leaf. Wanted to become more than just a monster. She deserved better than that.
Very well. Where do you want him delivered?
I will check them on the safe houses, and then I will the Second Inquisition that Casper is being delivered to this location, just so he doesn't get out of our fucking hands again.
Yeah. As you will get a message saying that whatever you do, you have to act fast because those things can track him no matter where he is. So it's a thing of it's only a matter of time until they find him.
Yeah, I will just put on the Second Inquisition thing. He'll be delivered to this location. I will be there as well. Pretty much the second we're getting him, we're killing him. There's no interrogation, there's no nothing.
As yeah. As they'll drive there, I assume you will meet up with them in this sort of garage as they pull up the van. The Banu Hakim will pull Casper's staked body. It's Casper, you see, there's Anastasia, there's Patrick there.
Dan's also there. Because yeah. I was gonna say Dan's also there because Dan has the fire breath, fucking dragon's breath round.
I do too.
As there is another individual.
It's a second Anastasia. It's Anastasia with a gun.
He returned just for this moment.
He did. He's back.
To kill his rival, his arch nemesis.
As there's a representative from the SI. I'm gonna say, would Vlad come first? I think he would. Yeah, so it's actually just Vlad. As you see this all these people kind of gathered up. As the Banu Hakim just leave him, and Amir kind of like looks at you, Patrick. So you have some interesting friends as he glances at Dracula next to you.
Is he in his funny hat?
He is in his funny hat.
Yeah. Patrick is gonna nod at that.
I could do the funny Fata Morgana, that same hat on my head.
Patrick, yeah, at that comments, he's going to say, I like to, you could call me an idealist, but I like to think it's never too late for somebody to want to mend their ways. Be a better person.
Imagine Casper's like, funny you should say that. I think I've changed.
There will be great repercussions for us failing on this job. But I hate his kind. So do with him as you wish. Such garbage shouldn't be allowed to walk the earth.
He won't be able to hurt anyone anymore.
And they'll all get in the van. Amir kind of like looks at you and says, We'll be in touch.
Patrick actually nods, nods respectfully at that.
As yeah, I'll drive away. As Vlad says, a good thing because we're not killing him.
What? You serious?
What will be done with him? He can be tracked.
I know.
The whole speech and everything.
Grunt coming in one last fucking time!
Damn it, Grunts! Kill me!
No,
Fucking
listen,
kill me!
he's not. Listen. Let me finish.
Kill me!
You fucking working that shaft, Shadow? God damn!
God!
Vlad says we're not the ones. I'm gonna make his death have meaning.
Patrick nods.
Let's
Just make
just-
sure he doesn't slip out of justice again.
What's your plan?
Anastasia had some Sabat contacts who would like to get their hands on him. I'm gonna
It's a
offer
fitting
him
end.
to all a Sombra pack. And well, after they're done having their fun with him, at the very least, we might get some of the heat off of the city.
Patrick will nod at that. It's a fitting end for him, I suppose.
He's still staked, right?
Yes, he can hear and understand all of this.
Yeah. Anastasia just looks at him and says, "At one point, I considered us friends, Casper. And then you did a lot of shit, man. I mean, we've all fucked up, but really, man?
Pack just getting ready to leave, but he'll say before he leaves, as he looks down at Casper, you embody everything repugnant about our kind. Then he just walks. He walks out with Dan.
Yeah,
Anastasia is still there. Anastasia is still there, and he will say, it was just... I don't know if you had some other one of your really weird harebrained schemes, but there was no way this paid off. I don't think there's anything you could have pulled that would have made all the people you got killed worth it. A lot of innocent people. Anastasia, too. I liked her.
Vlad will lift you up, put you into his car, and
Kiss you gently.
just
He unstakes me. He's like, run, quick!
Run, you fool! You beautiful fool!
Fly, you fool!
and yeah,
It's Stefan the whole time! Get out of here!
Damn it!
Go!
Good point!
he will drive you out of the city. And
I'll lose my shit if it's Stefan!
And he'll basically hand you to a bunch of La Sombra, who they were friends with Anastasia back in the old Sabat days. At the very least, they will torture you for a while before they kill you.
Sick.
As yeah. The next night, I presume you would all kind of like return your own havens. Anastasia,
I'm not going back.
you'll
I'm not
crash.
going back to the
Yeah,
house.
you'll crash on someone's couch.
Patrick will give you the list and addresses of the safe houses he has in the city.
Yeah.
For when you have to sleep in different spots.
Yeah. Anastasia will say, by the way, hey, question.
Oh,
You know
one
that.
thing real quick.
Oh,
He'll actually look at that and do not go to 3 of those safe houses. Those are for people. If I ever have people I care about, I send them to there. They're not occupied currently, but I do not want anyone staying in there except for special people.
looks at camera. Looks back.
Yeah, because luckily the one that his girlfriend's at isn't on there at all. But he's just telling you those other 3 ones also don't stay there.
Why do you put them on the fucking list then?
I fucking forgot.
All right.
It's been a night, okay?
By the way, quick question. You know that. Fuck, what was it? The dancing guy. The one who teleported us all around, that guy?
Kushim?
Yeah, Kushim. Yeah, Kushim, right. Can you take an antediluvian in the fight?
Maybe? I'm honestly not. If they're trusting him to go up against Kupala, and Kupala's bossing around 2 antediluvians.
Maybe look into that. I might have something for you.
I'll see if I can't arrange a meeting with him.
Yeah.
I'll kill you
Sooner
for this,
rather
mate.
than later.
I'll kill you for this.
I understand.
Yeah, Patrick could also do something else as well. While he's getting ready to go to sleep, he is getting it out there both in the Bucharest community and also possibly through the SI at all. Because he needs to stop fucking learning animalism. He's running low on these blood bags, and he's not gonna go back to feeding on people. He needs to start learning animalism quick.
You can still feed from animals.
Ventrue will throw up. They cost
Oh, right.
power.
I forgot.
Listen, you have to listen. It'll take some time, but there's people
Yeah.
in the SI as
Just with the
Hey, I mean,
immediate
if you
thing.
want to get blood bonded to Anastasio, he can get you animalism.
but
Listen,
before
we're friends
that-
again, Anastasio. Don't push it.
for that, as the next night arrives, there's a news as your people did move out some of Anastasio's stuff. Those people haven't reported back. The safe house they put the stuff in has been completely trashed. And Sophia, the gangrel, the only way they recognized it was her corpse. It was the clothes she usually wore. Somebody was very unhappy with Anastasio's moving out.
All right. I'm going to.
And on that
Just a
note,
quick-
we will end the session.